Hello there, Governor. Welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News. Bitcoin still sitting at $63,000. My gosh, friends, it's been a long freaking time where we have gone absolutely nowhere. I mean, oh my lord, 224 days. It's actually the longest period ever. Is weird stuff happening? Maybe, friends. You know, this is how markets work sometimes. So, obviously, the scam pump into the Bitcoin ETF, that was earlier than expected. That was. So, in other situations, you're meant to like have this big reversion down and then probably go up. But just for whatever reason in our timeline, the market said, no, we don't want to give you a deep V dump. What we'll do is instead, so friends, instead of getting a big V dump, what they do is you just drag it out long. And that's what you just don't know about the chaotic randomness about markets. You don't know, like, you will get punished. Sometimes you get punished with time, which is what we're seeing right now. Sometimes you get punished with price, which is very common in crypto. Sometimes you get a bit of both. And that's what it comes down to. But you don't know which one you're going to get. And that's why it's important. You're not like throwing your money into, say, Bybit, and then you're doing like a 10x leverage long. Because you're like, oh, the thing has to go up. Yeah, but it has to go up, sure. But it can do first, right? So that's why it's super important to stick into spot altcoins as much as you can. Because you're like, oh, sweet, you didn't pump in June. Okay, what about July? What about August? What about December? I'll wait for December. Hell, I'll wait until December of 2025. If you have that attitude, eventually the market just goes up, eventually. But if you're sitting there and like, friends, when you're on leverage, because you're borrowing money to put on the trade, to put on the leverage, you need it to go up. You have to fight against the time dimension as well. That's the issue. Now, of course, you could be trading and have an edge, but I mean, like, what, 5% of people are like that, and then they eventually underperform, which I just want to remind you, you're going to see more of these traders and stuff come out, friends. One of the best traders in crypto Twitter, I think it's the Tree guy. I forgot. We saw his account once, and I think he's got a public account. I forgot how much he had. Maybe he had like 17 million or something. He's like a big trader. But here's the thing. He had 6 million in 2020. So you do the numbers on that, like, wait a minute, you've made your portfolio go up 3x, Bitcoin's up 6x. Yeah. If you just put that 6 million, if you just put in a Bitcoin, you'd be up 6x. He should have 60 million right now. I think he had 6 million. Now he should have like 36 to 40 million right now. He's only got 17 million. And he's trading 24/7. He's probably got bots and all these other things that, friends, they don't talk about their real edge. The stuff you see that they throw out to Twitter, it's very, very curated in that. So I'm just showing you that's the reality of it. You're like, wait a minute, you're not even outperforming. What the hell are you doing with that? It's just, I don't know, they like doing it. It's in their nature. And don't forget, these are the same people. They're going to call everything else a scam. And just like you're saying, well, you're the top 1 out of 1,000. Not everyone else can participate, right? So these things are going to be flooding your mind as we progress through the bull market. Make sure you don't get tempted. Now, this Bitcoin dominance is still moving in its longest uptrend ever, 630 days. As I said to you, when this thing finally blows, you either have the biggest freaking alt season of all time really fast, or so it's going to be that move, or it's going to be a very long type of alt season. That's what I think. I think such a move like this can only mean one thing, either big and fast or like long. So it's basically going to be great with time or great with price. And I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, if you check this out, friends, look, when this like basically flipped red again, it was all over within 100 days. Okay, so yeah, you don't know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. That's why, like, as I said, only the long-term believers will truly make it because they don't know what they're going to get. They go, I don't know, I don't care. I believe, right? It's faith. It's truly faith. Now, what's actually going on with the news? Because the price action isn't moving that much. As we know, we got Ethereum still pumping around, not really doing much, friends. When you're looking at all of these together, it is really going to suck the life and energy as it has for everybody. As you know, so you just seen it, right? Everyone's just gone. Everyone's lost their minds. And now it might actually be the most hated cycle ever, which I have made many videos. You search most hated cycle ever, your friend Sommi, I mean, time and time again. And the premise of that was we have the biggest disparity between winners and losers. That's factual, not even statistical. And also the next part is meme coins have been the one thing that's been making everybody feel alive. And if it moves on to retail, my gosh, it's going to be a powder keg waiting to explode. Check out the news of the day, friends. 197 people have RSVP'd for Richard Heart court date, which I'm going to show you now. It's very important. The corrupt SEC twice. So I'm going to bring my clown nose for the corrupt SEC. Honk, honk, honk. The corrupt SEC, friends, moved the date twice to try intimidate Richard Heart, PulseChain community, Hexicans, same thing, right? To try and intimidate everybody. They moved it now, finally, to the Halloween night. And obviously, Halloween's pretty big, public holiday, but backfiring for them. There's still 197 people who are rocking up. Here is Greg the Duck going, bring, bring, quack, quack. So Greg the Duck's going to be coming and hanging out with us. Not the real Greg the Duck. Not the real Greg, friends. So I think it's just going to be some representation thing, but it doesn't matter. As long as there's people there. And look, I know, friends, there's been some on-chain sleuths. They say the buying that's occurred might stop or it might continue, of course, as they are 50-50. We never really know. But if you look at the HEX price chart, all right, this vertical line is the date. I'm just wondering, man, if there's going to be a vertical friendship beep, right into the move. Do you want to know why that would be important, friends? If you just hit, if you just hit up here, if the chart just did this, okay, it stopped here, that would be if you check it out right now, because judges, right, they're boomers. They don't understand X's. They go, hey, you are up, what was the low here? Around 3.7. So if the price went up just like up here, about near 4 cents, it would literally be a 1,000% rate. That's a 10 times on your money right into the court date. It sounds like a nice number, doesn't it? Wouldn't you do it? I don't know. Wouldn't you manifest it if you had a court date, friends? And then you got the angry wiener kid who lost $400 because he sold the low in HEX. Literally lost $400, and now they're using him as a guinea pig to try sue Richard Heart and stuff. Wouldn't you try just show the judge, hey, this thing went up 10x? What? Yes, 100% confirm. I think it would look very favorable. And I would also like to first just play some nice cranky G music, friends. Shout out to Mr. BBK, Das Booty, BBK, Mr. Das Booty. He is awesome. He is a very, very intelligent and a very staunch Hexican as well. Does a lot for the community. I want to give a special shout out to him. He helped set up my telegrams and all these other things. He's really awesome. IT techie guy. We need a lot of these guys. See, friends, it's just another example, man. This community, when they get kicked to the curb, they go, screw you. We'll make our own thing. See us, and we'll make it popular and more better than yours. And they actually go do it. They literally go do it. Whereas everyone else has an attitude of, okay, let's all hold hands. Let's get our dirt kicked in the face. You know, let's invite Soilana Maxis onto my Ethereum Maxi channel and just let them shit all over Vitalik and our roadmap. You know, that's what it is, friends. You got to remember, at some point, you have to be a bit dictatorial. You got to be an actual leader because, look, it's truth, man. Like, not everyone has 18 hours a day to learn all these issues. They don't. So you have to help people in ways that, you know, that they don't even think is appropriate, but you're doing it for the benefit of them. So, for example, I don't spend all my time showing you trading strategies because I'm like, man, what, they're shitty edges, what, 60 or 70%, and I know 95% of people are going to do it wrong, and I know they're going to use their stops. I know they're just going to get it anyway. You know what I mean? So when you're just flooding people's brains with the wrong stuff, they get the wrong impression. So that's why it really matters how you like convey yourself, and also that's why a big reason why the PulseChain community fans. I mean, like, the corrupt SEC, how many times they just try to throw things around, make all these baseless claims. These people just look. It's destined for greatness. It's destined for greatness. It's not just about Greg the Duck. I've got so much more coming for you. Now let's check out the PulseChain price. I mean, we had a look at the HEX price before. It's pretty much the same thing. Here's the Pulse PLS price. It's still hanging out around here. I mean, like every single time there's just a red candle. I know everyone's mood changes because, look, I'm even reading some people in other telegrams, like the Pulse Bear telegram. There was a gentleman, I think Mr. Talon, his name, I forgot his name. He basically saying, I'm behind, we're all behind, it's never going to work, opportunity costs wasted. And I just explained to Mr. Talon that Slingshot Leverage doesn't work the way you want it to work. What you want it to work like and what I wanted to work like, what we all wanted to work like is, if Bitcoin goes up $1, your coin goes up like 10x each time. That's what you want. Doesn't work like that. There's volatility in the chaos. So Bitcoin needs to hit an inflection point, which you don't know what that number is or that time period is. You don't know what it is. It will hit a point where we have a critical mass forming of retail or excited people, or, you know, it could be people who are like sick of Avalanche, sick of Polygon, whatever it is, okay? Just retail, just new money, new demand. It just gets sparked, and then they rush in, all right? And they start to rush in after themselves, and they pile on top of each other. And you don't know when that point is. If you did know, you could just literally just take on a big leverage position right as it occurred and make your free money in the next 90 or 100 days until the top. But you know, markets aren't that easy. So until then, you really got to believe. That's it. You have absolutely no idea. You have no idea. Imagine how people felt. I'm going to show you this, right? Imagine how people felt in Bitcoin days when Bitcoin was in 2014 bear market and the stock market S&P 500 kept making highs, okay? Now, nobody even knew about the correlation, but imagine you're here, 369 bucks. You're still down. There's no industry, by the way. You're down 70% on your money. And by the way, that is freaking enormous. There's no crypto industry here. There's no life-changing gains or anything. It's just Bitcoin. You thought you got scammed, and the stock market was booming through the highs here. That same person will be saying, oh my gosh, we missed it. We missed it. We can't buy the stock market. It's through the highs. I'm in the wrong asset class. But look what ends up eventually happening, okay? It climbs and climbs and climbs, and then it does the actual rocket moonshot. You see? So you can't predict those times exactly, but if you hang around long enough, it works in your favor. In other news, friends, which you might get through later, Vitalik has dumped more meme coins on everyone. So, I mean, like, stop sending in meme coins. But this is what actually happened, friends. A Chinese cabal of Moondeng, okay, the hippo coin, they sent him the coins. And when he sells, they leverage that and say that Vitalik approves that this is the real coin. And then they'd say thank you for it. And they'd go to the other exchanges and they'd say, oh, Vitalik supports our community. We gave it to him as charity, and then he donated to a good cause for it. So it increases their chances of a listing. So they would send him money to bribe him to get him to dump, and then whoever he chooses, they're using that as leverage. So now Vitalik's like caught, right? Before he was dumping and everyone was seen as bad. Now they're sending him money. Now everyone's trying to use it as a good thing. Like, oh, he's giving us attention, right? I don't know why he's dumping. I don't know. You got billions of dollars. I don't know why it's... Whatever, okay, it's the game, okay? If you're going to send money to a guy who doesn't like meme coins and just thinks all of them are trash, which he's basically said, then you're going to get results like that. I mean, like, really is no brainer here. Also, he can't dump Pulse. I think we only gave him like 14 bucks worth. So, Vitalik, if you want to donate to your favorite charity, he's $14, sir. That's plenty. Now, we've also have Donald Trump. He's going to launch his crypto token sale, friends. It's on Tuesday, they said. And it's non-transferable, which means there's probably admin keys and stuff. That you can't send it out. You can't move it around. So it's non-transferable, just a governance token. But who cares, man? It's his own meme coin of sorts, all right? It's a Donald Trump coin. Like, it's the president's coin if he gets in. Oh, my God. It's the president's crypto. Wow. What price could you put on that? The president has a crypto. Oh, gosh. I'm not even going to bother trying to get in. I guarantee it's going to be, everyone's going to rush in. It's going to be spammed in. Probably just to get, now I don't know how much they're raising. They own 70% of the tokens. I mean, who cares, friends? You know what you're up against. There'll probably be accounts. I think there might be a black market for accounts. You can sell accounts with certain amounts in there, and you just have the trust that they never steal your seed phrase, right? That's the only way to actually send it around. And there'll be a lot of high competition to get in, and it doesn't really matter about this coin. Like, everyone's spending so much time on the coin. Man, you're taking it for granted. Like, at least the guy's got a coin. He's saying, hey, it's okay to have a coin. It's okay to be in crypto. It's okay to just be in this industry. That's exactly what you want. You want that to be the main message that's put in everyone's minds. Funny enough, though, his meme coins, friends, if Donald Trump wins, they're probably going to get some nice fire. Nice fire. This is Orange Man Good. You can actually check out the pulse ratio as well. You got to know what you're playing. Obviously, not financial advice, friends. A lot of these things, there you go. Nice little pop-up here. Yes, they are risky. There's a lot of uncertainty because the communities are smaller. You know, I help. If you're a PulseChain Richard Hart Maxi completely, I'm giving you talking points to help when it comes to everybody else, man. Because you're going to get approached in the next 3 to 6 months. And people are going to say, why should I buy this coin? Look how big its market cap is. And look, it's not even gone up as much as that coin. And what they'll do is they'll point to a coin that went up like more because it started from smaller. So you just have to explain to them, hey, maybe your coin like Pulse, PulseX, EXP, Inc. Okay, maybe not EX, but you know what I mean. But they're all the same. Maybe your coin has 200,000 people in it, which it does, which you can pretty much have a 95% guarantee they will shill your bags in the next bear market. Okay, they will shill your bags in case there's a, what if there's a temporary bear market for 6 months? They're still going to be there. Okay, so you have a coat of arms. You don't get 200,000 people in smaller coins. You don't get that. Even though we believe you got Pika, we got DickWifButt, we got Orange Man Good, you don't get 200,000 people in there. All right, you don't get a cycle of experience with that. You get much less. Maybe there's 800 people, maybe there's 1,000, maybe there's 5,000. Now, of course, then people will say, well, aren't I meant to join early? Yes, but there are 300 flavors of ice cream in the store, and 250 of them are literally diarrhea poop. So your odds of picking them, everyone thinks they're right. And you know what? Maybe they're just going to have to learn, man. People have to learn. Also, you can't throw in big liquidity into these smaller meme coins. So that's ultimately what it comes down to. And you'll find out it's not even worth really explaining. If people want to help themselves, they will. But you'll find people are just destined to just do whatever, man. The chaos is going to come. I saw it I saw it in 2021. People stuck in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then when it slowed down, they went and just threw in like 15 grand into like, you know, dog coins, all this other stuff moving up. I literally just saw it. They couldn't take it anymore. They just couldn't take it anymore. You know, buying Bitcoin at 30K, now it's at 50K, and I was like, oh, it's moving. No. Moving. They were up less than a 2x. I saw what they did. A lot of people did that. Because why? They saw Doge go 250x. 250x. And even when I explained to them, I go, dude, to get Doge 250x, you have to buy before Bitcoin broke the all-time high. You have to be a true believer in the last bear market, okay? And it was just chaotic randomness, okay? Elon Musk chose it. It didn't compute in their mind. In their eyes, in their ears, all they're hearing is like, I missed out on 250x because I'm in a slower thing. So, and I don't know what happened to all these types of people. Probably not even here yet. Maybe they're going to come back if Bitcoin touches 100K. So that's why things even like Pika on PulseChain as well. Pika on PulseChain fans doing well, still sitting up around here. And as well been covering, right, there's Landwolf 615, all these things. It's all the same thing, man. You need Bitcoin to just keep going up. It goes tiresome. There's so many coins. Haven't forgotten about any coins, fans. I just can't go through all 50 to 100. Some of them have unique value. Some of them, they got good price action, but they're just waiting for Bitcoin, and it's going to lead Ethereum and PulseChain. So yes, we're just going to have to be more patient. And I've got this written here, friends. Hopefully we get more information as we progress, because it's really bubbling right now. So crypto Twitter, what I'm gonna do is play some Pikachu in the jungle music. Pikachu in the jungle! Everyone's arguing about meme coins. Everyone in crypto, they're starting to argue about it. And I know how this always turns out. You know what arguing means, friends? Arguing means there are so many people who are not in and who hate it that they have a voice. Do you know in Euphoria, there's no arguing? When things have gone up, there's no arguing. Why? You've onboarded everybody. They all shut up. They go, crap. They know they're wrong. They're just embarrassed. There's no argument. It's one voice. Just like crypto on the way down, as I showed you at the bottom here, there's no arguing, friends. There was literally, your friend Sommi's a scammer because he's telling you to get long on crypto. Here, there's no one taking the other side. Literally no one. One voice every 30 people. Everyone's saying, I'll never forget, man. I had like 3 likes in these couple of these posts, and I remember, never forget this Asian guy, man. This Asian guy, he wanted to file like a police report. I don't know what he said. He was like really angry. He said, unfollow this guy immediately. He's going to get you lost all your money. And all I was saying, all I was saying was, to make the most money in crypto, you have to hold long term. Yeah. The word HODL, right, became kryptonite. Long term, look, you can't even say long. No more, no long. You couldn't HODL? Nah. Diamond hands? No way. That was completely gone. And people were furious. They literally thought everything was a scam. Don't blame them, man. Look, the price is still down. It's been actually more than 3.5 years. So I don't blame them. But hey, if the prices go up, that probably guy's going to come back and call me a genius. Okay, and then you got to sell on him. So we'll see. Now, as we move on to this discussion of memes and religion, all these other things, we're going to see it transform. Don't forget, memes is the base of the pyramid. Middle's cults. Top is the religion. And it's just a number of people. That's it. So you move up with time and more as more people come in, and they are the same thing. They're basically just mindshare, and mindshare is digital real estate. It's brain real estate. That's all it is. Okay, the meme lives in your head. We give it attention. We live in an attention economy. And you move up to the cults, you move up to, that's all they are. Okay, it's all the same thing. It's just like level 1 Squirtle is your memes. Level 2 Wartortle, that's your cult. Level 3 is your Blastoise, pretty much. That's your Pokemon phase, just evolving Pokemon. It's the same thing. It's kind of like people still haven't figured that out. They haven't not figured it out yet. That's how I'm very confident if they did figure it out, if this became a narrative, PulseChain just rips. PulseChain event, not then just wake up one day and they start smacking it, but as it goes up, it builds a lot of momentum because PulseChain is an early neo-religion. And even if you're like, oh, it's kind of still cultish, it doesn't matter. It's an upgrade from the memes, all right? So you remember when I drew this pyramid, fence? Here you have the pyramid, you have the memes down here, memes, and then you have the cult, and then you have the religion, okay? You're going up. That's what it is right here. So memes fans, everyone's here in meme land and they're going, oh, I've got the best meme. I've got the best meme. No, we're traveling up. But here's the thing, like all the people that are traveling up, they're just becoming more solidified memes. Like, you know, have your Chad and your Retardio and there's a bit of schizo stuff, Harry Potter, Obama, but they're missing the cult stuff. How can you become a cult? You don't have the cult stuff. Tell me what's more culty than locking up your money for 15 years. That's an offering to the gods. That's in PulseChain, right? You have that. That's with HEX. You can do that. You don't have 2 conferences every year. They don't have any conferences. Where's your conference? That's how you can kind of tell, right? PulseChain, friends, is way, way, way too cheap because if you add up those memes, not a single one of them have staking. They don't long-term staking. They don't have the conferences, right? They don't have 72 streamers. How, for example, how is HEX at 1.4 billion? It should not be that small of a distance compared to all those other ones. It shouldn't. It should be much bigger. I mean, like this is crazy, yeah. Dog Wif Hat is 2.7 billion. Why is HEX 1.4? HEX should be 27 billion. But I can give you the real answer. You want to know why? Dog Wif Hat has all the Solana people on it, right? And Ansem. So it's been seen by more people. It's seen and it's liked by more people. But you know, if someone gives it a good spark, maybe that will like HEX at 10 to 20 cents and their thesis will be flipped on its head, right? Don't forget this meme, friends. Buy the memes, cults, and neo-religions. You have the Midcurver. No, you can't buy coins with utility, revenue sharing, and VC backing. No, you have to buy those. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget this. Okay, this is literally crypto right now. What it's evolving to. Okay, that's what it's evolving to. Now, it was always like this. It's just retail have to have an awakening. Remember, retail have to make money first. So in crypto, we always think of retail as, oh, the people who lose money. No, the cohort of people lose money. There's more losers in there than winners. If you're an early believer, more people win. Okay, if you're in the middle part of momentum, more people win. Maybe it's like 60% of you win. Maybe 50% of you win. Okay, with retail, probably only like 20% of them win. Why? It's because they're all coming in at the same time. All of them are coming in late. And yet they still win. There's people still win. They're taking like 2x's and 3x's or whatever. But as a cohort, they lose. Right? So that's what they're going to be facing up against. They're going to be facing up against this. However, they will be told, memes and cults, they'll actually get in, they'll make money. They're going to buy things, friends. Mia Khalifa bought Doge after it did a 12x. She bought Doge. It went from, what, 40 million market cap or 400 million, and it went up to 4 billion, 4 or 8 billion. And then she bought it, and then it did another 10x for her. We're going to see that happen again. Don't mid-curve it. PulseChain, the strongest and newest Leo religion. HEX is the strongest cult, which bootstrapped it. I want to show you this interesting convo. And what I'll do is I'll play some nice gentle angel music because it is a very interesting conversation on this topic. So look at Fiscantes. People who believe in 100 billion market cap targets for meme coins. Who do you think is the marginal buyer at 100 billion valuation? And what's their reason to buy and hold it? Now, friends, if you want to take if you're paranoid like me, divide it by 3. Isn't it crazy, man? We got them to actually talk about 100 billion. You know what that tells me? I'll give you the secret. That means they are all going to have buyers at 30 billion. Yeah? Even if it stops there. Isn't that crazy? There's going to be multiple meme coins with buyers at 30 billion market cap. They never have to hit 100 billion. Maybe PulseChain hits 100 billion, right? As an ecosystem, maybe hits more. But these marginal meme coin buyers at 30 billion, they're going to be ferocious. So if I was Murad, that's what I would be doing personally. If I was Murad and we hit 30 billion and it's like June next year or something, I don't know, because he told everybody sell at the end of 2025. What if they front run him? What if they sell mid? What if there's no buyers? If everyone's trying to sell at the end of 2025, what if they're all selling 3 months before? But you just got to be careful in the bull because targets, friends, targets get hit first. So you know how we're all used to being contrarian, like, oh, the big target, it's going to be contrarian. No. What happens is there's something appears as a unicorn and everyone cheers for a target and they get it. And we will all cheer it. But then that will spark hope and dreams in everyone else's minds and hearts. And then they will buy everything else and they'll put targets for them. And not all of them will hit. But they want to take a chance. So some coin, maybe we're going to cheer 100 billion and maybe it actually does hit it. It does hit 100 billion. Don't know what it's going to be. But then everyone's going to think that their coin can get to 100 billion. That's why there will be the marginal buyers when those coins are still 20 billion, 30 billion. Isn't it great we're talking about these numbers, by the way, if this plays out? Look at the replies are. The marginal buyer at 100 billion is the guy who shorted at 50 billion. Best answer so far. Eugene, these are not the questions you're supposed to be asking so early on, my friend. Yeah, and he really is saying that, man. If you're questioning who's going to be buying it up there, friends, you can tell this person, he's not in yet. He's not in because he's already skeptical. But we're skeptical too. But man, it's a George Soros quote. You see a bubble, you got to join it first. Here is Ethereum. Fun fact. My manager at the company I used to work for bought Cardano because it was $2. And he said, imagine it catches up to Ethereum at $600. I tried to explain to him it would be more than the GDP of Earth, but he wouldn't get it. Boot, ADA at $600, let me out. So, yeah, those are the types of people that come in. But here's the thing. I know we always anchor on and Cardanzo and stuff, friends, but it was a unicorn, man. It's a unicorn. Everyone's going to say that about every coin. So we're going to see coins. Maybe Harry Potter, Obama, tick a Bitcoin. That'd be nice. Imagine it's like 3 billion market cap. Imagine incentive token, friends, is 5 billion. It's 100 million right now. Let's say it does a 50x, so it goes to 5 billion. Everyone in every coin sector out there in crypto, they're going to be saying Cardano hit 100 billion, Pepe hit 100 billion, Doge hit 90 billion. This one can too. All right? And it's going to fuel a lot of the optimism for people coming in, but not all of them will hit it. But I mean, like, you know that. I mean, like, it's kind of like that's just the game of markets, man. That's speculation. Everyone's trying to discover prices, and hey, maybe your discovery of prices is not as high as you anticipated, but we'll cross that path when we get there. So that's why I will now play for you some Habibi Ali music. We have to think about this $1 billion market cap number because my friend Eric Wall, I don't think I've ever seen one person reshape the entire degen crypto Twitter meta with one token 2049 presentation before. Not gonna lie, it's impressive. So Eric is basically talking about Murad. Shout out to Murad, probably watches my show. Don't know if he has enough time now, but he's got that impression of like, oh, you shaped everything. Eric, Habib, it was happening the whole time. I made only like 480,000 videos on it pretty much, or 3,800 to be exact, but it was already happening. We already, since the beginning of this year, it was covering the data, and we conceptualized these like 2-3 years ago. Just didn't know it was going to be the biggest thing, right? So we could see it in the data, friends. Meme coins are recovering. We care about them. Token airdrop's not working. Black and white logo's not working. All these other things just not working. This weren't working. The coins are too expensive. No one gives a crap. They kept going to memes. And we saw it time and time again. We saw racist coins, meme coins, Politify. They're like, oh my gosh, they keep minting new coins for culture and memes and cult stuff. That's what people want. And everyone's still fading it and fading it and fading it. And I reply, of course, don't mid-curve it again, Eric. But then he replies, you had a chance, but Richard's greed made Pulse holders ICO at a 1 billion market cap. even if you rebrand all Richard Hart coins into the best meme coin cults, which is a very valid play, you're still too heavy to fly the X's you desire. Fair point, fair point. But look, man, Eric, you're not going to know what I mean because I am giving you about 13 years of trading and investing experience now. But I have a rule with myself. If I come across anything cheap, which is valid, right? It doesn't have to be the cheapest, but I know, okay, this thing is valid. I throw something in, anything in, and I just leave it. Because I know it will come back to haunt me. I know I don't plan on dying in the next 180 days. It will come back to haunt me if I don't have at least something on it. Just throw something, anything, even if it's tiny. You got it the wrong way. The entire industry is rebranding to a light version of Richard Hart cult coins. Shout out to my friend Sommi, actually made me the little cultist. Yes, yes, yes. By the way, friends, I've also, talking about cults. See what I got in my hand, friends. I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to reveal something special came in the mail today. My PokeBall. And with my PokeBall, friends, what are we gonna do? Spoonie, I choose you. Where are you, Spoonie? Haha. Take that, Eric. You take that. It's always the market cap argument. Look, when Richard Hart says market cap doesn't matter, it does matter, but not in the way you think. You can't. It doesn't matter you can't buy and trade it. Market cap resistances get broken in every cycle and they become the new ceiling, right? So, Bitcoin's 1.3 trillion, okay? But no one looks at it like that. They just think, oh, this coin can never go up. So what they're actually doing is they're summarizing red candles for you. And here, that's why my post here says, is 1 billion market cap expensive? Is it expensive? No. Why? Cardanzo went to 100 billion. And you might say, but that was 2021. Okay, Cardanzo is like 15 billion right now. Why can't PulseChain be 15 billion? It's about 15, 16x higher. Why can't it be? PulseChain's EVM. PulseChain has 72 streamers, 178 content creators now, keeps growing. You got 170,000 ETH sitting in a sack wallet. There's too many advantages, man. We've got a doctor, right? As I mention every day. There's too many things, man. There's too many things saying it's the strongest cult. 15 years staking lockups. Like, you got cult squared here. Why should it be 15x lower than Cardanzo? It should be more. XRP literally also equally does nothing. Shout out to the XRP army. They're fourth cycle now, man. Why should we be this low? We shouldn't be this low. But it's just going to take time, isn't it? Cardanzo hit 100 billion. XRP hit 100 billion. Dogecoin hit 90 billion. HEX even hit 45 billion. HEX hit... You're admitting to me, memes, cults, they're coming back. Okay, and I told you, all right, the cult, by the way, not a cult, the crypto cult, the one that actually started it, hit 45 billion non-origin address market cap in 2021, all right? And right now, it's about 1.3. So it's like, why should it be that low? We actually got a narrative now. There was no cult narrative back in 2021. So if you're listening, friends at home, please keep your back straight. But I want you to know that when I am doing these rhetorical questions, I'm coming from a place of strength, because I'm acting like I'm playing with children and they're in a sandpit, okay? And you're just taking their toys from them. Like, hey, where's the toy gone? Where's the toy gone? Spoonie, I got Spoonie. I found Spoonie. Oh no, I got Spoonie again by my hand. Where's Spoonie? It's literally playing with kids. Hey, I have it. That's actually what I'm doing here. I'm literally playing with them because I know, and you know now after watching my videos, you're talking to somebody who is incapable of seeing the future. Incapable, all right? Like, imagine you had a crystal ball and you knew what the weather was going to be in exactly 12 months from now. And you knew, there's going to be a hurricane. There's going to be a hurricane exactly 12 months from now. You can't get people who are happy today to feel great. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry about this happiness part. We better be worrying about the hurricane in 12 months. You can't get them they wouldn't even believe you. They can't see it. If only you had that crystal ball. Now invert it. What if there was a hurricane right now spinning around them and you say in 12 months you had a crystal ball? You go, wow, $100,000 lands in your bank account and you are in a safer place, in a better place, and it's sunny. You can't get them to feel that in that moment. With markets though, friends, there's prices. That's the best part. People are swapping stuff around. Okay, so when you invest, you got to think for the future. You got to pretend you have a crystal ball. That's what we're trying to do. We're like, hey, I'm pretending I have a crystal ball now because this is how friends, the greatest people who win, okay? They're all schizos. That's how they think like this. They think, okay, in the future, what's the future look like? I don't exactly know, but if I was to guess, memes transcend into cults. People have to outdo each other. Everybody's got a loud megaphone. All the hexicans and pulsicans, same thing, coming out on streams, yelling about it. Eric Wall makes a long essay about Hex Kareem stakes and him being locked into jail. And then your friend Sommi makes a video saying, you know what? The only regret he has is that he didn't stake more and even harder. Right? And then that's going to shock them even more. Oh, don't worry. I got that. That's coming, friends. So that's going to shock them more. And then people are going to say, hey, what about the origin address, right? I'll say, we survived minus 99% once. We'll do it again. What did you survive? Nothing, because you didn't believe anything. Once again, that's like that's Hex now climbing 20 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents. And then you have, you know, a 10x from here is only $3 and Bitcoin's at $68,000. Maybe by that point it's $200,000. And then you attract even more mid-curvers who get angry because they're like, how are you equating a $150,000 Bitcoin to a $3 Hex when there's a different supply of tokens? It doesn't matter. No one's even reading their response. It's a very long essay, and by that point they've lost, friends. And that what I've shown you now is the whirlwind, the journey throughout the bull market. I know, man, mid-curvers, you can't, man. They're too smart for their own good. They're too smart for their own good. You know what mid-curvers forget? You know 50% of the population has an IQ below 100. Did you know that? Think about it. Oh my gosh. 50% of people have a low IQ. Yes, they just have to be told what to do. And you know what? If you gave me one of those health, science, vaccine, biology exams, I've got literally an IQ of minus 80. I literally have no idea, okay? No idea. So how the hell do you expect people to know anything about crypto? They don't. They don't. Who's going to take time and read stuff? Now, here's the thing, man. You can try to make the world a better place, and it's a noble cause. You're like, hey, I'm going to explain things to everyone and try to save them. Okay, you can do that. Simultaneous to you trying to explain everybody what's going on, there is 20 times more demand to act in the direction you're writing against. 20 times more demand. Okay, you convince one person to sell, 20 people are buying. It's a bull market, right? What are you going to do? Sit on the sidelines and do nothing? Okay, you can be principled and do that. But, okay, remember when Doge did its first 5x, friend? I remember when Doge did its first 5x, everyone said it was over. Doge went like from 40 million market cap to like 200 million. Something like, I think it was, I forgot what it was. Yeah, it was something low, right? Everyone thought it was over. People saying, hey, it's just a joke. Bitcoin is the serious one, etc., etc. And then it did like another freaking like 100x, whatever it did. Okay, you see what I mean? So, and guess what? It's still a higher low than it is today. It's literally still a higher low. Well, Doge is still like 14 billion or 17 billion today. So, who's right and who's wrong? It's a cycle. I'm going to finish off this with Gainzy, friends, okay? Gainzy has a post here. I'm not sure if he's in memes now. Gainzy, I think net worth $10 million or something. Just give you an idea of these Twitter characters and stuff, friends. So, Gainzy, to understand memes, you need to remember how much conviction you had in 2017 Vapor. I held poop through 80% plus drawdowns and hit insane multipliers and eventually held to zero. That's exactly what retail will do with memes, except it'll be the largest amount of retail joining ever. So what is, look, deep, six-dimensional interpretation of these, friends. What he's saying is scams pump the hardest. Okay? And look, they're not scams. We say it as a joke, but what I'm saying when I say scams pump the hardest, I live in the future and I am seeing a byproduct, a side effect of all these coins go up. Okay? I want to see, so friends, what I'd love to see, I want to see HEX murder some resistances, okay? I want to see HEX shoot into, say, Richard Hart's court date. And tongue-in-cheek, I'll show you the chart now. Tongue-in-cheek, you have this HEX chart here, All right. I'm waiting for this moment. Right. If I put on, look, I'm waiting for this moment where we could just see something like this. And I will tag all these people and say, scams pump the hardest. Scams pump the hardest, right? Just say that. Just say that. Because, look, in these people's minds, remember, they're the sideliners, okay? And trust me, they're bubbling up frustration. It's energy, friends. It goes somewhere. It goes and infects everyone else to get FOMO, and they end up buying out. When they're sitting on the sidelines, nothing upsets sideliners more than when you are self-aware. Okay, they hate that because they are self-aware. Because what you're doing is you go, hey, okay, scams pump the hardest. It's just a cult. The coin does nothing. It's a Ponzi. You see these words? Doesn't really matter. All of those get erased because you're long. You see that? And in their mind, everyone else's minds, they don't see those words anymore. All they see is they see a coin chart that's gone up, right? And then, trust me, they'll invent narratives. Richard's pumping it. Green logo. The sack money or whatever. It's just whatever it is. They'll invent something, okay? And this pent-up frustration leads people to act in ways your wildest imaginations you'll never ever predict. That's why I said maybe the top is going to be marked by Richard Heart Tattoo. You don't know. By people you're like, dude, Richard Heart Tattoo, you were calling us a scam 180 days ago. What the hell? So you never know, man. You never know with these. And I can see this, friends. I can see these things happening. I can feel it. I can see it. Like, we're graced by this fluke. The crypto industry this year woke up to memes. And now the continuation of that is cults, religions. I mean, like I have to spell it out for everyone, man. PulseChain's mantra is the US Constitution. All right. Talk about a stroke of genius. Okay. You have a meme, because the Constitution's a meme. Yeah, it is. It's an idea. The right to bear arms, the right to free speech, they're ideas. Okay? You don't have to do that. They're all ideas. So he just yoinked the US Constitution. It's now infused in the chain. So why this is important. PulseChain core coins, they are now the meme coin for people maybe age 40 plus who don't really get memes. Maybe a lot of you do, but I'm just saying the older demographic, maybe towards Generation X, towards boomers, right? They don't get memes, but they won't even see free speech and free DeFi, all the real DeFi, all these things. They won't see them as memes, but they are, right? But that bridge really easy for them to cross, especially when you see big market cap and solidified things out here. So we're just hitting them from every angle. It's destined for greatness. That's why, friends, I hope one day when this thing does pump to the moon, people are just gonna be watching my videos like, oh, why didn't I listen? Why didn't I listen? It's because the prices are low. That's it. I want you to understand. That is the confidence I have. I know unequivocally the fact is, all right, they're only talking that way because the prices are low. That's it. It's not actually their argument. It's not anything else, man. It's not, okay, inflation or tokenomics or whatever else it is. It's not. Or tech. No, it's literally just because the price is low. And you will see them bow down when the price goes up again. Now, how high is the price going to go? I mean, that's the fun part coming up next. I guess we'll find out. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you next one.